Okay, so there's a video for people who want to know what it's like cooking with a cast iron skillet for the first time. This is my first time here. I'll tell you what it's like with the whole cooking and with the actual food. So I got it soaked in water. I'm gonna just kind of soap and sponge it and then towel it dry with a microfiber. I hear a lot of people doing it with a paper towel. That's gonna leave like microscopic little lint behind. You don't want to do it, especially with that grainy stuff, you know. So I am about to get this soaked up, rinsed off, and dried. She's looking really good. I got her all cleaned up and dried. So they say it's good to start really low on the heat and gradually go up, and the same thing to when you're gonna turn it off to gradually go down on the heat. That's what she said. But anyway, so I am about to now, while this thing just gradually heats up, let's get started on these veggies. We got the green bell pepper, red bell pepper, hothouse tomatoes on the vine, and a couple of onions, and the baby onions. Let's get chopping. Onion goggles, gotta have them. Alright, so these are going to go in here, and then I can start cutting these up. So I'm going to do a little taste comparison because I got this from the 99-cent store. It was only $1.99. And this one, they go for about $5 or $6. So I'll do a little taste comparison. Okay, so I am ready to cook here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it off with some of that macadamia nut oil. We can get started here. First thing on this grill. Okay, so now that I know it's not, overheated or anything, now I can go right there even. Alright, so we are cooking. What I want to do is, I know they say it's okay to use metal utensils, but just for the first few times I don't want to, just for that seasoning. I'm going to go with I'm just going to go with this for the first few times, and then I'll start with the metal. This is just for the seasoning right now. I mean, not the seasoning because it's already seasoned, but just that first few times is what I need. Oh yeah, looking good already, and I just started. Yeah, not bad for a first timer. Alright, now remember, this is my first time, so I don't know, how easy this is going to be to clean. But as you can see, it is kind of sticking to the metal or to the iron. But as I said, I don't think it's stuck on for life, because I have a few tricks. Even though this is my first time, I've watched enough videos. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how the cleaning goes. Just an update I wanted to do here right before I put these in. That it's a little scary because it's like, whoa. You can totally feel right there, but it seems to be coming off. That's why I said I'm not scared at all. So, and if anything, that's just putting a good layer of seasoning on there. If you know how to clean it, like I'm going to show you guys here when I'm done with this. All right. So it looks like in about maybe 3 minutes, I will start putting these in there. So I definitely noticed that the vegetables cleaned out that bottom meat, the meaty crust that was stuck. So that's how easy it was. I didn't even have to wait for the cleaning time. The vegetables did it. Yeah, definitely. Yep. Even the middle where it was bad. Alright guys, well, I'm going to keep stirring this. And I will see you when she is done. So what I'm going to do is just keep turning it lower and lower because you want it to gradually lose its heat. And then eventually I'm just going to turn it off and let it cook on its own remaining heat as I kind of just stir it up. And then we are ready to eat. Alright. Unfortunately for me, my stomach is so crampy right now, I'm starting to sweat. But it'll go away soon. It's because I drank a little bit of water to take my vitamins on an empty stomach. And it's 10:30 and I'm on an empty stomach. It's because I've been, also because I've been up all night editing that food review, the long food review video. So I haven't slept or eaten anything in like practically 24 hours now. But yeah, I'm watching my favorite current running show, The Neighborhood.
Don't ask. Uh-oh. Was that a don't ask?
All right, let's give this a shot here.
Actually, I don't know why I'm asking. Because either way, I'm going to ask.
The cramp is starting to go away. It was just that water on an empty stomach. So here we go. Let's see how this cast iron cooking turned out.
Too young for menopause. Don't let this house in booty fool you.
Here we go, my first bite off my first cast iron skillet. Dude, I can sell that. People would buy that. Oh man, that's so good. Mmm.
I know you're upset, but this is a natural part of life. And you have an amazing partner in Calvin.
Roasted tomatoes.
Hold on 1 second. Okay. Save driver save 40%.
Seasoned to perfection.
That's save driver save 40%. It is. That's save driver save 40%. Right there. It's him. It's right here. Hi. Sorry. Hey. That's totally it. That's totally it. Safe drivers. Do all of our Amazon.
Alright guys, I wish I can say I'm done, but we've got a skillet to wash, remember, so I'm going to show you guys how well, for my first time anyway, how I'm going to go about it. Oh boy, it smells good in here, man. Alright guys, so we are on to my first time ever cleaning a cast iron skillet after cooking, that is. So, as you can see here, yeah, we got some work to do. So what I did, went ahead and turned it on just a bit, right? So I went on low for a little bit, wait till it got a little hot, and I went on higher, wait till it started sizzling just a bit, and then went on lower. So, you know, the point here is to get that oil kind of warm again. Okay, once you got that, you can turn it off. So right now is the only time, in my opinion anyway, this is the only time that it's okay to use a paper towel, and the only reason why it's okay is because we're about to scrub it clean with salt and everything. So even if we leave a little lint behind, the salt cleaning is going to get rid of all of that. All right, so, and because this is the best way to get all this major stuff off. All right, so I got some really hot water in here. So basically, you know, everybody's different. Everybody does their own way. You kind of, if you want other people's opinions, you know, you go on YouTube or the internet and you search all these other people's opinions, and then you kind of put them all together and you come up with your own, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is I'm going to try the whole no soap thing and just see how that goes. You know, I've never had cast iron before, so I don't know if that's going to go so well. Maybe later I just figure, oh no, I'm just going to, I like clean stuff, so I'm going to scrub it with soap. I don't care what happens. I'll see what happens, but for right now, I'm going to go with the whole, you know, I don't want to use soap thing. So let's see if I can kind of do, let's see if I can clean this without soap. So I'm going to empty this hot water. Now while that's still hot, I'm going to salt it up. Nice and generously, obviously. Getting the sides as well, because that's where it's crusty. Okay, so this is made by Lodge. And it's the Lodge, it's called the cast iron brush. So, I just want to give it, you're not going to scrub the heck out of it, you know. You're just trying to get that all the stuck on grease out. You can add a little water. I like to do it dry first so you get that good scrub. Get the sides. She's looking good, man. You know what that means, folks. We are down to the last step of this cooking with cast iron puzzle. Got this from Amazon too. So all that's left now is just giving her a really light coat. Now this stuff here says, you know, it's not like the other oils that people use where it leaves you with a sticky residue, but that still doesn't mean you want to go crazy on it. Just a really thin layer. All you're trying to do is prevent the rust, pretty much. You're trying to prevent this thing from rusting. You're conditioning it, pretty much. So here is where you do not want to use a paper towel, because obviously you don't want to leave any lint around for the next cooking. I'm gonna go with this. Lint-free microfiber cloth. I got like a big pack of these on Amazon for like $21, I think. And just that much right there. And then you start to soak it on this. It's like 11 o'clock, so I'm trying not to bang things around. Make sure we got these sides. Quiet, Al. That's what I get for having dinner at like 10 o'clock. Okay, now most people wouldn't care about oiling the bottom, but I am picky. So and we're done. I'm picky, like even for storing, I would grab it with this and put it away so that the oils on the sweat oils don't linger on there. So you can kind of grab it with that, put it away, and just let her go like that. You know, if you're really picky like I am. But anyway, there she is. Which kind of leads me now to a problem a lot of people have, except for rich people who have tons of room in their kitchen. Where do I keep this, man? I have a little room here, but that's where my woks go when I'm done sanding down these woks and stuff. I have 2 of them. So my woks go there. I have no room for these. The only thing that I can possibly do is get rid of my old Teflons and maybe just keep the Teflons in the garage and just use these from now on. I mean, it makes sense, right? That's why I bought it. I got the set from Amazon. This is the 12-inch, and I got this plus a 10.5-inch 2 large for $50. So the double set there for 50, the 12 and the 10.5. You guys can check that out from Amazon. My new lodge, I like it. I just cooked with it and now it still looks brand new and I haven't even used soap. Who would have thought? Alright, this has been Lodge Skillet Review. I like it. The food was damn good, man. It had that like iron char grill taste. Oh, the food was darn good. Alright, this has been Lodge Skillet Review. I liked it.